My gift of time was receiving my life back. When I was first admitted, the sand was trickling through the hourglass. I was looking to get my second COVID vaccine injection, and I turned up, I presented to my doctor's office, and they took one look at me and how pale I was and everything covering my body bruise-wise, and they said, "We can't give you this. You need to present to the emergency department." They kind of give you a list. It could be a deficiency, it could be anemia, but of course they get to the end of the list, and at the end of the list is cancer.
Ainslie was diagnosed with something called acute promyelocytic leukemia, or APML for short. APML is a very aggressive cancer, so these patients present on the precipice of life-threatening complications of bleeding. In the not-so-recent past, we were seeing 10 to 30% of patients dying with consequences of that bleeding.
Thinking back now, it's scary how close I was really to losing my life. I was immediately put on blood transfusions, plasma transfusions, platelets, cryo, you name it, I was hooked up to it.
The Royal Brisbane is a leading centre in Queensland for treatment of acute leukemia, and in fact Royal Brisbane has the greatest catchment of all of the Queensland hospitals, so we treat the majority of Queenslanders who can't get this sort of treatment or care in their local centre. The RBWH Foundation grants are essential. You know, really they set these little seeds in place which can grow into huge trials and protocol changes that really impact our patients' outcome.
I'd already had a cancer experience with breast cancer, so I could try and help her sort of come to terms, because it's a mental game. Just understand that everything you're going through has a purpose, has a reason, and just to be resilient through that.
Unfortunately, side effects are sort of the name of the game with chemotherapy.
With the arsenic, I think she had some change to her heart rhythm that meant we had to adjust the dosing, and also she had significant headaches from her atrotherapy.
One of the treatments for my cancer is an oral tablet, which increases or encourages cell maturity. And in my case, it sent a lot of fluid to my lungs. I couldn't breathe on my own. I was blue in the face.
And I walked in and I thought she was dead in the bed. And that was like, oh my God, you know, just such a defining moment.
I also experienced intracranial pressure. And for me, that meant migraines, it meant constant vomiting, dehydration. I couldn't sleep. I had sensitivity to light, to sound.
We've lost her fertility, and yes, she'll never get that back, but she's here. With the different things that the foundation would offer in way of workshops and musicians coming to the hospital and comedians coming to the hospital and special days, those things all came through the foundation, so they were very, very important to us as a family.
I am now 6 months in molecular remission. I've just had my 6-month checkup, and so far it's all looking good. I don't want anyone to suffer the way I have suffered.
One day it would just be fantastic if in my career I could talk to every single patient with any subtype of acute leukemia and say to them that their chances of cure were over 90%, just like Ainslie's is.